Help us to preach your words such as this. Help us to decrease while you increase. Lord, let the words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. Oh Lord, my strength and my redeemer. Amen, and thank God. Briefly, saints, I want to talk briefly to my people that's watching me. I want to talk from the subject, when Jesus stops. I dare you to touch about 3 people and say, when Jesus stops. Not when Muhammad Ali, not when Martin Luther King, not when Rosa Parks, not when Mahalia Jackson, not when Madam C.J. Walker stops, but when Jesus stops. I feel like preaching already. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm so glad that the Lord can stop. Yeah, we're going to preach here. I like this story of a record carnist at a busy dental office who said that they had patients who was always late for his dental work. She called him to confirm an appointment, and he said, I'm very busy, so I'll probably be about 15 minutes late. That won't be a problem, will it? She responded. It will not be a problem at all. We just want to be able to give you an elastic. She said that he arrived early for his appointment. We get very busy in our lives, and so we sometimes miss the important things. I wonder if we don't transfer the busyness unto God and assume that he is too busy for us. Mark 10:46 through 52, Jesus is on a move to Jerusalem for the Passover. He is in a hurry to get there to make sure all of the preparations are in order. Yet he stops to take care of Bartimaeus. He wasn't too busy. The desperate sufferer, his pitiful condition. He was blind and poor. A rich blind man could have had paid help. A poor blind man resorted to begging. He may have been poor in monetary terms, but he was rich in faith. He heard the stories of Jesus. He went in faith to the healer. His powerful call, a call of desperation. They give me time. Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me. And verse 48 says, and many rebuked him, telling him to be silent. But he cried out all the more, Son of David, God Almighty today, have mercy on me. In his desperation, he addresses Jesus by name, not the traditional titles of rabbi, teacher, and etc. He adds Son of David, a messianic title. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, thou son of David, have mercy on me. So a call of desperation gets the attention of God. Jeremiah 33 and verse 3 says, call to me and I will answer you and I will tell you great and hidden things that you have not known. Yes, sir. Exodus 2:23 through 25 tells us during those many days the king of Egypt died and the people of Israel groaned because of their slavery and cried out for help. They cried. Oh, yes, they cried. Oh, they cried for rescue from slavery. Came up to God, and God heard their groaning, and God remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. God saw the people of Israel, and God knew. Psalms 145 and 18 said, the Lord is near to all who call on him. To all who call on him in truth. A desperate call develops into a fervent prayer. James 5 and 16 says, the prayer of the righteous person has a great power as it is working. People tried to stop Barnabas. He kept on. Matthew 7 and 7 and Luke 18, Jacob wrestled with God. Has anyone ever interfered with your prayers and tried to stop you? God will do his will. He persisted in your prayers. A desperate call determines a passionate commitment. When Jesus healed him, he followed him. The devoted Savior. I feel like preaching here now. This is an example of a mutual identification. Identification. Barnabas called out to Jesus. He isn't worthy. Jesus called out to Barnabas and said, we are needy. Jesus deals in specifics. Luke 10 and 51. What do you want me to do for you? Jesus dealt with a specific person. We can pray in broad generalities. Be specific in our prayers. For Jesus dealt with Barnabas' specific requests. Rabbi, let me recover my sight. This story is for the blind that needed the light of the world and the hungry beggars who needed the bread of life. Some virgins I want to see. ESV, recover my sight. The word Mark uses an inviolable, and it means to see or see again. Sometimes Christians start their walk with Jesus in an exciting way. But over time they cool off and lose that loving feeling towards God. Somebody say, yeah. Hardened hearts, eyes with spiritual cataracts, no sensitivity, joy, or excitement. Only the dull, boring routine of going through the motions. This story here today is also for those who have once seen and have been blind again. Good news, we can see and see again. We can eat and eat again. Revelations 3, 18 through 22 says, I can't see you to buy from the gold refined by fire. That you may be rich and white garments, so that you may clothe yourself. And the shame of your nakedness may not be seen. Enslaved to anoint your eyes, so that ye may see those who I love. Oh God, I reprove and discipline. So the zealous and repent. Behold, I stand at the door and knock, and if anyone hears my voice and opens up the door, I will come into him and eat with him, and he with me. And the one who can conquer presence, and I will grant him to sit with me on my throne as I conquered and sat down with my Father on his throne. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit has to say to the church. I come by today to let you know if God stops, you in a good place. Oh Lord, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, oh help me here. And look at your neighbor and say, be ready to cut off in a minute. Look at your neighbor and say, when God stops for you, you is in a good place. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, Jesus stopped for me, and I'm grateful. Somebody say, yeah.